What's up everyone, my name's Akash, I go by Today's a Movie, and I help creators make scroll-stopping content for themselves and their clients. I also help businesses grow through cinematic marketing systems. Alright, let's learn that crazy anime charge-up effect. I got inspired by this video right here. I don't know if they used AI, one of the pages is like an AI page, but we're gonna do it the OG way so we have full control. I'm gonna start from scratch and do this in under 10 minutes. Here we go. Alright, I have this clip. I wasn't really yelling, I added the yell later. I feel like, first of all, I don't move fast enough. So let's cut it here, right when I'm about to go down, to right about there, where my hands are already down. I'm gonna speed that up a little bit. Ska. Alright, there we go. Speed is power. Let's keep moving. Now let's duplicate this layer. I'm gonna put it down like this. I'm gonna click this top layer and let's use the magnetic mask. What a crazy technology, man. I love all these tools coming out. I just love editing. All right, let's analyze this. All right, literally within 30 seconds, it's fully rotoscoped. How amazing is that? And it's accurate. Okay, let's click done and let's add a plugin called Offset to the bottom. I'm pretty sure this plugin comes with Final Cut Pro. Or maybe I got it from Ryan Nangle. I believe that's how you say his name. I have an affiliate link. You could download some of the plugins he created. They're genius. Basically what this does is literally this. Do you guys see how it's doing that? You might be able to do this with just regular keyframes. Yeah, you could. You would just need to loop it so the image is continuous. Anyways, I'm gonna go all the way to the left on vertical offset. I'm gonna hit this keyframe button. I'm gonna go all the way to the right. And I'm gonna go all the way, let's do 5,000. Okay, so I went from negative 1,000 to positive 5,000. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so do you guys see this effect right here? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add directional blur. And we're gonna point it downwards because it's going down. I think we could make it even more blurrier, to be honest. And I'm hoping you guys have enough RAM to do a bunch of layers. So that is key here. I'm gonna make a copy. And now we're gonna add something called colorize. We're gonna make it a little more red. Turn up the intensity maybe by a little bit, but turn this opacity down to, let's say 10. Nah, 30. Okay, we're getting there. Let's copy and paste this magnetic mask layer and add something called overdrive. We're gonna turn the size down. Yeah, that's pretty close. So I put the opacity to 18, size to 12, intensity to 17. Okay, let's duplicate that layer one time. And let's add offset. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do negative 1,000, keyframe, all the way to the last frame to positive 5,000. Add directional blur, lower the opacity to 10. All right, I got this from Production Crate. It's called Anime Speed Lines Lightning. We're gonna make it to 90 degrees. We're gonna make sure it fills the screen. We're gonna put this opacity to about, let's try 7. All right, so do you guys see the effect coming together? All right, then I got something called Energy at Screen Long LQ, which probably means low quality. Oops. I'm gonna adjust it. Maybe I'll put it behind the mask and it starts a little before the power up. Okay, I want this first thing to start on top. Boom. Okay, I got something called Thor Lightning Arc 8. I'm just gonna take like 3 frames of it and sprinkle it throughout the video. Okay, so this original magnetic mask, let's duplicate it again, and let's add something called mask glow. Okay, so do you see how I have an outline around my body? We're gonna make it white, and we're going to turn the distortion up, add like single frames randomly here and there. Maybe we'll make this a double. Maybe we'll make it this one. Okay, do this for like the whole entire sequence. Now let's go individually and make them like different opacity. So that one I did 70, this one I'll do 50, this one I'll do 30, this one I'll do 70 again. So now randomly you'll like see little outlines around my body. I'm trying to show you this within 10 minutes. You guys could really do something custom here. I'm gonna get the magnetic mask for this intro real quick. That way I could add something like this under it. This is called Ring Lightning 2. Let's make this maybe 2 frames. Turn down the second opacity a little more. So now there's like a little bit of a charge up. You know what I mean? Obviously this didn't turn out the way I did it the first time, because the first time I carefully placed lightning assets and things all over the place. Another thing that could really help sell this effect is let's put an adjustment layer over everything. Put the scale to 115. Let's add a keyframe right when I'm in the middle of going down. And let's make it back to 100. So that way when I go down, it looks like the camera pans back. So yeah, sick. Let's add another adjustment layer. Put it about right here. A few frames before the effect starts. Add the earthquake effect. Let's put the amount all the way down. Let's add a keyframe. Right when it hits, let's go up to 12. It's probably lagging for you guys, but it looks pretty close to the original one. So yeah, fam, tell me what you think of this. I have so many in-depth tutorials in my school. I also want to talk about the Next Gen Blueprint. This is where I work with you one-on-one for 10 weeks to show you how I quit my corporate job to do this full time. All right, man, love you guys. See you in the next one.